Welcome to Social Media Tea Podcast. Today we are spilling the tea on how storytelling, AI, blockchain are shaping tomorrow with our guest Chinedu Joseph, an AI strategist, Web3 content marketer, and catalyst for AI and blockchain growth in Africa. Welcome to the show, Joe.
Thank you very much. I'm happy to be here.
Hey Tea welcome to Social Media Tea, the ultimate spot where we spill the tea on all things social media, business growth and entrepreneurship. Level up your game with the hottest tips, insider secrets and guest interviews. Grab your virtual copy right now and get ready for some epic insight and fun vibes. Don't forget to hit the follow or subscribe button so you never miss an episode again. So can you introduce yourself so that our listeners will get to know you more?
Hello, listeners. Hello, social media tea, sippers and drinkers. I'm Chinedu Joseph, an AI strategist and Web3 content marketer.
Okay.
I have different disciplines in different sectors of life. I'm a graduate in engineering, but I'm seeing myself in the tech side and tech interest of life. And that's how life is. You keep on evolving from different things to different sectors to different life experience. Thank you very much.
That's really fantastic. So, to start, can you share how you first became interested in AI and blockchain? What inspired you to pursue your career in this field?
Okay, thank you very much. First of all, let's call it Web3. Like both the AI and the blockchain, let's bridge it together to the Web3. I first picked interest in this niche when they started solving my daily problems, my daily needs. That is when I picked interest in them.
Okay.
I can vividly remember, first of all, when I had my blog site on, and then to write blogs, like 5 to 10 articles, it would take you a lot of research work and time. But the first tool I used then was Copy AI, and Qbot was still around the corner for paraphrasing and other stuff.
Yeah.
And gradually from there, those little tools were solving my problem. And then in the blockchain aspect, me and you all know how to deal with finance and this inflation of the stuff, currency. And I found blockchain as an easy means to transact, to save, and to do a lot of other stuff, and also make money from it. So I picked it from there, and this is where we have been so far.
That's really amazing. Honestly, that blockchain aspect, the finance, how things are really getting better, sort of like depending on, the traditional banking and all of that stuff, is giving us an opportunity that people years ago did not have. And it's actually like something I'm so excited for. And I'm glad that we found ourselves in this era.
Exactly. In our generation. Thank God.
Like for real, right now, you don't even have to depend on banks to be able to send money to your friends and family. That freedom for you to be able to save your money in a currency you can have access to anytime. No bank telling you that you can't withdraw, that they blocked your account. All of those stress are literally over if you are leveraging blockchain and Web3 as a whole. So it's actually amazing. So as an AI strategist and a Web3 content creator, what do you find most exciting about working at the intersection of these technologies?
First of all, I would love to say what they call community growth.
Okay.
The insight about having a community of people that have the same like mind, you could relate with, you could talk with. In the Web3 space, there's a kind of bond you easily build with people, no matter their status, no matter whom they are, no matter how far they've gone. Or you can easily talk with people. You can easily relate with people. You can easily learn from people. But that Web2 space, which is the normal, probably let's put it in the normal traditional way, the 9 to 5 and other stuff, whereby probably you just go to work, you come back, you have your boss, he cannot say some certain things, he cannot be some certain things in some, let's say in some companies or thereabouts. And there's some certain things you cannot just do because of the way it's been in that traditional way. But when you come to the Web3 space, no matter whom it is or whom they are, everybody bonds together. There's a community growth within everybody. Everybody is breathing to grind, to lay impact, to write, to design, to challenge. Like it's all about the growth and the community. Then secondly, I'll talk about decentralization intelligence. When I say decentralization, I mean now everyone has a democratic access to information, to their finance, and to everything they want to do. Right now, there is evolution in the Web3 space. There's evolution to content. New business models are already coming out. It also brings good social impact. See the way Web3 and crypto has brought change in our environment and in the economy. Now, people are now diverting their means from participating in cybercrime, but doing things that will yield them profit,
Money. Yeah.
money. Instead of doing some certain things, scamming people, instead, they're now leveraging on learning skills that they can trade, and they can use a $5 to trade to get $5,000 or thereabout. All you just have to do
Yeah.
is to learn to follow the right information and do the right thing. And when it comes about the rise of technology, now this Web3 space has brought about 97 million new roles amount of jobs that it has created worldwide.
For
And this has
real.
improved. Yeah, this is an improvement. Currently in our society, this tech has helped to address certain challenges to education, to healthcare, and accessibility. When you come about
Yes.
education, now everybody must not go to school to learn. People learn from YouTube. People learn from Twitter. People their
Yeah.
full time their full time school is Twitter. Some of them their full time school is LinkedIn
Yeah.
Learning app. So it has brought a lot of change to everybody, to this generation, to the Gen Z, and to every other people that's going to come along. And that
Yeah.
is what I find exciting about this, because this is something that back in the days they didn't have those opportunities. They were not reliable to most of these tools and most of this tech. But in our stage, we're making them, and it's something we have to be excited about. We have to bring out the value in it and use it for our good.
For real, I think there is something people in our generation is not yet seeing, that we are actually very privileged to be here. In a time like this, even if you don't want to go to school, you actually have good access to information. I feel like nobody has the right to say that they have failed in life in our generation right now, because information is at your fingertips. You can basically learn any skill. You can be able to monetize yourself. You can even be able to like build your passion. And this time around, everybody has access to everybody because of the advantage of social media connecting literally everyone. Twitter is there, YouTube is there, LinkedIn is there, literally everything is there. You just even have to just join a community or something, and then you continue learning. Even podcasts like this is here. So I think I totally agree with everything you are saying. Like, we are so lucky to be here.
Yeah, thank you very much. And we'll keep being lucky to meet more other technology that's going to be coming, because more is going to, we're not going to stop in AI. We don't know what's coming next.
No,
Something is
we are
coming.
just even getting started, for real. Okay, Africa has enormous potential for tech innovation. What motivated you to focus on driving AI and blockchain growth to Africa? Because I can see your content on LinkedIn, and you talk about, you're very passionate about AI, blockchain, and the growth in Africa and everything. Like, what impact have you seen so far?
Like we all know, African is the biggest unused market right now in
Yeah.
the space. And sincerely, if we don't equip ourselves with this technology, Africa would be an hunting place for gems. They'll keep taking from us and using our resources while we are diminishing. It's just
This is
like a
a
bush.
fact. Yeah.
Just like a big hunt, they come, they take the animals they want, they tame them, and they work for them. So
Yeah.
we can't keep record of how many Nigerians with great intellect and gifts that have been taken from our own eyes outside the country, taken from
Yeah.
our own society, from our own environment, from our own neighborhood outside the country. And they're taking them to use their knowledge, to use their skills to improve their own continent or country.
Yeah.
Check the records of tech breakout and record setting. You will see the names of Africans, Nigeria,
Yeah.
India, right from back to garbage in, garbage out of that is the first person that brought the computer to right now.
Wow.
We keep being the people that are laying impact when it comes to this new technology and being valued upstairs, because we are blessed with so much that we have not touched, we have not used.
Yeah.
Now, for record, in my motivation, and if it works for me, then why can it not work for people in Africa? If I'm using Web3, if I'm into Web3, if there are communities that are into Web3, if Africa have a lot of Web3 communities, then why can't it not work for us here? Why can the government, for example, not leverage on building those things we need in our country, in this continent, to see that we
Yeah.
are the up in our own self, turning the hunting place to be a place of tourism. Instead of here being a place for people to come and take from us, instead they come and learn. They come to
True.
Africa and they learn from us. They see our own ideology and perspective about what the tech is all about, what Web3 is all about. They see what we can
Wow.
create from our own end. Instead of here to be a place whereby they come and do home trade and trade by barter, here should be an home base. We should leverage to make Africa one of the top best continents when it comes to tech, when it comes to Web3, when it comes to AI, when it comes to blockchain. We should
Done.
use this technology to solve our own problems here. That is what we should do. We should not
Wow.
use the technology and the knowledge and the concepts and the blessing God has given us here to go outside there and keep adding to them.
And
Yes, the
become a
technology,
servant.
yeah, that is it. So instead of that, we have our own problems. Africa is different from other continents. Nigeria is different from other countries. And we have
Yeah.
the problems that we could use the technology to solve. Then instead of we being hunted, let us be the hunter itself. Let's make
Wow.
here a place of impact. Let Africa be the attraction of the world and not the hunting place for gem. Let Africa be an hub on its own. Let Nigeria stand as a place too for Web3, for AI,
Wow.
blockchain, and for every other stuff. That is what I would say in this
This
aspect.
deserves a round of applause for real. Like, I feel so emotional listening to you talking about it. And I don't think anyone would have said it better. Like, we can become the hunters ourselves instead of being the ones hunted. Like, literally, we have the brilliance, we are hardworking. So I don't know why we need to go out there and be slaves instead of like actually building up our own place. Literally, this is something that I believe we should all start focusing our mind on to be able to become better, because Africa is supposed to be great. We are great, but we can be better.
Yes, we have to be better. We have no choice than to be better.
For real. So you have been successful in connecting brands to their audience through content. I see you are into content writing, marketing. How has your approach evolved with the integration of like Web3, the AI, blockchain in your own strategies?
About that, I love the aspect that writing, everyone can write, but everyone still have a unique voice. Everyone have a unique way they communicate with their audience. And
Yeah.
from my end, I've evolved from when I started the writing, it was merely quotes and love messages at the beginning stage of secondary school. So
Seriously.
that is, I think that was the trend of our own time. Then my cousin would tell me, write a love letter. I want to send it to some person. Or my friend would say, can you compose this? And I would just draft something out and dish it out. And once
Yeah.
she likes it, she loves it. That was changing. Then we keep on growing. We kept on growing. And from there, it became more about Web2 content, probably more of principles of life, what you do, inspirational quotes, motivational quotes, and other stuff, which was trending then. Which skills should you learn? Learn these skills. Nine skills you should learn for 2024 and thereabout. And they kept on evolving. It evolved to the Web3. Now, as a writer, as life keep changing, you keep on growing too. No matter where you started from, no matter the way you are doing it, everything is interlinked. And I'm a storyteller, for example, doesn't mean I cannot, that as a writer, I cannot evolve to tell stories about AI and blockchain that will inspire people. That is what
Exactly.
makes me a better writer. I will not be stuck in keep telling nightmares and tales of the old when the old has passed and we are in a new era. I'll keep on stalking the ones I'm relating with the message of the old, and they will be stuck there. Whereby there
Yeah.
are new things that I could have used my skills or gifts or use my intellect to tell stories about, to preach about, to write about, to inspire about. And that is the technology. That is where we are right now. We are in the Web3 space. And my approach to this is to learn how to market content, inspire content, say things that will definitely make people to know how to use and leverage the value of the Web3 space we are, or the tech we are seeing ourselves in. And
Yeah.
my best approach has always been, I find a brand, I find a project, I see what they're doing, I read through it, I understand it as an experienced Web3 user or enthusiast, and then I share my own thoughts, my own story inside it. I relate it like it's as if I'm talking with you right now. I give
Yeah.
examples of where it can be used and how it can be used. And these things I'm doing is not just like for the aspect of writing or bringing out content. It is the aspect of teaching people that no matter where they find themselves or no matter what they are doing, they can use this tech. They can take
Yeah.
advantage of this web project. They can onboard themselves into it. You go to LinkedIn, you see a shoemaker that is in Web3. Why is she using
Yes.
Web3? It's about transaction that the person does it in she or he does it in blockchain. Most of the content, maybe let's say the shoe designs and this thing, you can use AI and draft magical shoes that you could create. You see, that's just a
Exactly.
shoemaker. So apart from shoemaker, we have a tailor. A tailor probably in a traditional way, tailor may not know how to design our own design, maybe just by drawing. But
Yeah.
because these tools are now there, that with AI, after you draw things, you can snap it and use the AI to draft it into reality, to make it in an HD or 3D form. You could sell your idea right now. You could market your idea. So instead of just being a tailor, like just going to draw or picture, and somebody will just come and give you design and say, so this, so this, so that, and you picture it in your head. Now you're bringing them to reality with this technology. And that is my best approach in the integration of this.
Okay, that is really wonderful for real. I feel like one thing everyone has to keep in mind is that you have to keep evolving. Even as I am, the skill you already have does not mean it's enough. You have to actually keep learning. I'm still trying to evolve. There's always knowledge out there that you don't really have. And it's very, very important that you keep trying to get more skill and get more exposure. Your experience, your knowledge is yours and nobody can take it away from you.
Very well.
Okay. Blockchain offers decentralization and security. How do you see it redefining content ownership and distribution in the digital age? I mean, in this social media era.
You know, people tend to think blockchain is just cryptocurrency and trading, but
Yeah.
blockchain is beyond that. Blockchain is the higher version of finance control, and it's just like a development to traditional banks in every other aspect, because the traditional bank is not just for keeping of money. The traditional bank solve a lot of problems. You use the traditional bank to buy data, to subscribe, to invest, to do a lot of stuff. Then blockchain now is a development to that. It is making this thing more decentralized and more secured, that you can be here right now and you can control and know what is being taken out or what is not being taken out. But probably in traditional way, there are things that are done behind the scene that you don't know.
Yeah,
and
that's
if
true.
you are given the opportunity to say, do you like what they do? You will say no.
Exactly.
But now you're not given an opportunity because everything is being controlled by a body, not you. It is not decentralized. Your say is not there. As far as you have accepted the terms and conditions, everything is under that body. Then when it comes to in the blockchain era, the community is power. It is bringing back that democratic vibes.
Yeah.
For example, we can see what happened on Twitter space, whereby a Telegram owner was being arrested in France recently, which on a normal, this is news that in past years, once this thing happen like this, nobody can say anything. Everybody will just be like, wow, what did he do? But right now, it is a fight against free speech, freedom, and the government or the bodies. It is probably like a bridge that must be broken, that people have the right to say how they see things or their opinions to things. It is now left for you as an individual to pick which one is good or which one is not good.
Yeah.
It is now left for you as an individual to fish it out. People have the right to write content about the way they see things. People have the right to be an ownership of any content they make. And content is not just about words. Drawings are content. Videos are content.
Yes.
Crafts are content. Graphics are content.
Yes.
A lot of stuff are content. Football, everything we see, they are all content.
Yes.
So the way you structure it is now what makes it content creating, or anyhow you want to call it. But that ownership, that you have done something and you could map it out and say, I'm the one that did it. It is mine. Somebody cannot steal it. Nobody else can use it, because through blockchain, through AI, you could have rights to some certain things. You could pitch your ideas to bring out idealistic things to reality and claim ownership of it. Someone cannot just from somewhere take over whatever you have think of or whatever you have done.
You worked for. Yeah.
Worked for. And all the nights. You know, in the Web2 space, you know, that time when you want to write, let's say a blog, you will search this place, gather a lot of information, and you will just map them out, paraphrase, do some certain things, put your words. But now we have AI tools that could generate different words and content. Like if we're going to do a practical example, that you give an AI to a prompt, I give an AI to a prompt, it will generate a different content for a different content for me. The difference thing we're going to do now is to add the human touch to it. Exactly. That is you adding your own words to it. But now it's giving a total perspective of something, or giving an idea of something. And now, as the creator, you now had your own. You had your own ownership. You had your own reflection to whatever is being generated. So that is the beautiful thing about what this blockchain has offered: decentralization, the security. If you trade, if you lose your funds, you know that you lose your funds by yourself. Not that you come up tomorrow and you see so was debited for this and that, and you don't even know where to explain.
No explanation.
You just have to accept that it's one of those days. So that is where the blockchain helped us.
You You are entirely correct. All these traditional banks right now, I used to just stay and I get debited. No explanation, no question asked, just because you don't have the freedom to do so. But right now, if you are into Web3 and all of that stuff, you can be able to tell whatever is going on with your finances, whatever that is going on with what you are doing. At least you can be able to speak up and talk about it, unlike previously. So, can you share an example where AI have successfully integrated into like storytelling? Like it helped you create a storytelling content, something innovative.
Yes, I remember vividly when I was, I think, last week or last 2 weeks or thereabout. I
Yeah.
think this one happened recently, and I was using AI and the blockchain experience I've had so far to write my story of how resilience I have been. I've tend to experience things, tend to use tools, leverage DeFi, learn finance when I did not study finance,
Yeah.
get an idea of tech when I did not study tech in school.
Studied. Yeah.
You see how beautiful it is that I'm evolving from one niche and one sector to another because of these technologies, because of this innovation. And this thing or this thing that is happening now makes me right now to start creating story about it, to start writing about things that I have no idea how it came up. But because of I'm into it, or because I found myself into it, or because that is where we are right now and everybody's learning it, I can ask you some certain things about AI tools. Even as a social media manager, you would answer me. I could ask another
Yeah.
person something about blockchain somebody has been in blockchain, but the person is maybe studying fishing and aquaculture. But the person will answer me. So you see the beautiful story is creating about it. And funny enough, I was writing about this stuff, building from the scratch,
Yeah.
and I was resonating the story to my Twitter account, my first Twitter account, which got suspended by X. I think that's a problem that should be solved on X, the way Twitter accounts have been suspended, especially for the people that are really the owner of that account. I
Yeah.
did not know what happened that day, so I opened a new one. The first one was about almost a 1K follower, and you know how building follows an
Building
audience
is not
takes time.
easy. I can remember when it happened. I'm so sorry about that.
So I was writing a story about it on that fateful day in my office and pitching out things I've learned and what people should note and how they should resonate to tend to grow and not stick just to one place. Because learning is a must. You must keep evolving if you want to grow in life. And that moment I was writing it using my new Twitter account, like to picture out those content I've written then, the ones I've lost, the ones I've picked things from, the ones that gave me opportunities to work with people, to make means of funds from project that I shared idea or use my you can value for. At that moment, the second account got suspended.
Oh my God.
Like it was for real. I just had to snap it on my laptop and say, wow, this is life and this is good. So I'm writing the story to you to make people resilient. What will I write in this? I just went back to the story and said, boom, it happened again. The second account.
Oh my God.
The second account I'm using to write about is suspended. So that is just something you have to picture it about. And one thing you have to know that in the Web3 space, these stories and everything I've created, if definitely which I do keep most of them, but not all of them. I do keep them in social Web3 dApps that even if your social platforms are suspended, these Web3 apps or these new Web3 social app, they can your content cannot be suspended. You have the ownership, you have the right to those content. They are going to be there forever. Everything is being registered on the blockchain. Like
Wow.
everything. Just for example, let's say the Substack, for example, like you write finish in Substack, you connect with your wallet, connect with your Gmail, and everything is being there. So no matter how many years it takes, once you come there and you put in or log in back with your wallet and
You'll be able to have access.
access to them without someone getting it, except if your privacy is being breached. So that's the beautiful thing about
This is so beautiful. Like, I didn't even know about this. I would have been doing it. Honestly, like, this is like a game changer for everyone because a lot of all creators are so scared of what if they are blocked or banned or suspended. All their hard work is just going to go to waste. What are they going to do? I think this is like a solution to this, and I'm going to like start applying it for myself. And I hope people listening can also do the same. So, for our listeners who are content creators or marketers, what practical advice would you give them for leveraging AI and blockchain to enhance their storytelling and engagement strategies?
Okay. Like we have been saying since the beginning of this podcasts, first of all, I would like to remind us that AI is a tool for assistance, is not It's not a replacement for human.
But
We have been having these arguments lately in my digital umbrella CD with people when some people tend to picture AI like a human being or tend to picture AI like a already made God. But the main picture about this AI is just this is a large machine language, just like a memory card you slot into your phone. And you give the phone an order that every content you're putting here should be sent to the memory card and not to the phone.
yeah,
So content that is being sent to be sent to the memory card. And the memory card has license to every information being stored on it. So the same way when those language are imputed into robots. Because people think AI is like a robot, but no,
no.
these are machine languages. When they are being imputed like a memory card into the robot, then they act according to what is being built for or what is being developed for.
What they are programmed for.
Yeah, thank you very much. So my advice to people, content creators or marketers is the one when you tend to use this tool, you have to be creative. You don't just have to rely on it and just say write a content and drop it. No, your prompt is key. So
Yeah,
if you give it a good prompt that you keep on resurrecting, because one thing about prompt engineering is not just like having one perfect prompt. It's about you trying different means to see how you could explore this tool. You know what create a good prompt is not just the first one. You keep on
yeah.
make it a long form. Sometimes
Yes.
bridge, ask it. Ask the tool you're using. Are you sure? Check, browse the internet. Most times they even give wrong information. So you still have
Yeah,
to browse the internet. You don't just have to like drop one prompt or copy one prompt from anywhere and use it, and once you generate content, you pick it out and boom. No. You still have to
yeah,
have the women. You still have to communicate through just generating a content for you. What now makes you the creator or the marketer is you knowing your
exactly.
audience and knowing how to talk to your audience by redefining those contents. Here I
Wow,
can say, for example, can tell you in this content, climb on a chair and talk to the crowd. But you knowing that climbing on a chair and talking to the crowd might not be the best way because people might think you're getting mad.
exactly.
Then what you could do is probably you guys will create a big upstage whereby you climb on the upstage and talk to the crowd. So that's the
Yeah,
difference between this leveraging of these tools and you being a content creator or being a content marketer. Then when it comes to blockchain, the blockchain aspect of it is that we should tend to like claim ownership of anything we do on the space as a content creator, as a content marketer. You don't just create content for creating sake. As you
yeah.
market it, make sales, make profit, give value, and let your value worth it. Everything is step by step. So it's not something that you rush. You keep on learning, you keep on growing, keep record of everything you do. You leverage blockchain to claim ownership of your content, sell your content, make your content play impact on people. That is what this blockchain era would help you to do as a marketer, as a creator.
That's correct. Like when I started using I started with all these basic prompts and it was not giving me what I wanted. And then I was like, does it mean that this AI doesn't even know what it's doing? I better off use my brain and stuff, do you get? But then look here, I was wondering how people were getting better results with their own AI. Do you understand? And I now knew that there might be something I'm doing wrong. So I had to take my time and start, evolving with the kind of prompts I put in. That was how I started getting better results. So I totally can relate to what you said.
Thank you. And apart from me in this podcast, you still teach me a lot on how you've been doing your magic because I'm seeing a lot of magic you are doing in this house here. Like I call it magic because it's beautiful, it's wholesome. Like I love the
Thank
growth.
you.
I love what you're doing, and I'm a big fan of you right from day one. So that's cool.
Thank you so much. No problem, I got you. So, finally, looking to the future, what skills or knowledge should our listeners focus on developing if they want to stay ahead in this evolving AI and blockchain space?
Okay. For my listeners, for myself, for you, and for every other person, one
Yeah,
advice I would tend to give everyone, including me, because I'm not saying this or we're not doing this podcast just for the listeners, we're doing it for ourselves too. Because the
yeah,
idea, the value we give most times is not something that just come up. It might be something that you have resonated and think about. And as you're talking about something, a lot of value ideas keep coming up. When you picture them, you see that really there are things that could be like this, there are things that could be done like this, all because you've had the experience and say more about something will tell you more you know about that thing and how you can develop yourself about that stuff.
That's
So
correct.
looking into the future with what skills or knowledge should everyone focus and develop to stay ahead is that wherever you find yourself, wherever I find myself, let's tend to see the impact of where the technology growth would be
Yeah.
in whatever we are doing. No matter what you are, like we said earlier in this podcast, when I gave example of the tailor, the shoemaker, these two examples I gave about it, and there's an idea I dropped in this podcast, and that is something that if you are reluctant or with ignorance that you don't tend to know about this, you will not use this technology. You will not go with the technology. You will keep being talked at where
Yeah.
you are. You keep doing those traditional ways of things and thinking that this space is just for some people. Maybe everybody get them. So look, I just did my day. No,
No.
everybody do it. Right now, I recently see parents are tapping in Telegram. People are joining Telegram. And if it's something that they feel like, Telegram, that app, I heard that it is for scammers, it's for this one. You will not get to grow. You will not get to know that even in Telegram, you could make friends, you could connect with people worldwide, you could sell your product, you could market your product, you could punch, you could make transactions, like a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
If you don't tend to grow or tend to leverage and develop yourself in this tech or in this web3 space you are, you will be there and you'll be thinking that some things are meant for some people and some other things are meant for other people. No, that is not how
Yeah.
life is meant to be. Life is meant for you to every day you keep learning, you keep evolving, you keep seeing the good and great things God has given us in our life. He said He gave us dominion over everything. So no matter what we see, no matter everything we come across, we have dominion to leverage on it and see how good.
I see how it goes.
Yeah.
Wow, that's really wonderful. Gosh, this section, I have really learned a lot from you, Joe, honestly. And I think this last thing you said actually resonates so much with me because basically most people do have this mindset that this particular kind of thing is not for me. When they hear, just like as I'm doing podcasts, there are literally people that would never listen to this podcast because they believe that they are not into career or they are not into what I'm into. But it's until they try to get into this podcast space that's when they will realize that there is still something that is in there for them. Do you understand? So I think we all have to like push ourselves out there to see for ourselves if it's something that is really meant for us or is not meant for us. But most of the time, it's actually meant for us. You just have to find your space and the place that will suit you the best. Thank you, Joe, for sharing your insight and expertise with us today. It has been an enlightening conversation. So, how can our listeners find you and connect with you? And on what specific platform would you want them to connect with you?
Thank you very much for this space. Thank you, social media team. And to my listeners and everyone, to myself, I think the best place I am right now is you can find me on LinkedIn. Chinedu Joseph is my name on LinkedIn. But
Oh,
I'm a kind of person I love personal networking. Like
yeah.
if you're around me, if you're around my space, if you could reach out to me and their ideas you want to share, their creative things you want to talk about. LinkedIn is a place where everybody can be so professional.
Yeah.
X. So why I would not recommend X for the while is because I just opened a new account and I just want to give my focus more on LinkedIn for now and allow X before I get another ban and they keep up being disheartened. So LinkedIn, like we all know, is a professional place and everybody just want to talk professionally. But when you connect with people and you could exchange numbers, you talk with them
Yeah.
on WhatsApp. If you don't like talk on WhatsApp, you could call them. If ideas drop in, you talk about the ideas. If that person is around your environment or within your space, you guys could meet, sit down one place, discuss things, talk about creativity. Everything should not just be hello, it's nice connecting with you on LinkedIn. And that's all.
Exactly.
If that is what happened between me and you, I think we wouldn't have gone this far. Hello,
Exactly.
no. But that is not what happened. We grew it from there. We exchanged contacts. You told me what you do. I told you what I do. We share ideas. We learn from each other. Now we are in social media. That is how life is meant to be. Life is not just to be nice content. I see you. Great. Very inspiring. No. You can do that for as long as you do that, and you will not network. You will not
You
grow. So even
won't.
this thing is just, this thing I'm saying is both to me and to everyone out there. I should tend to
Yeah.
leverage to connect with people intentionally, nothing bite. This is life. Life is very long. Only thing that cut it short is death. But death is not a portion. So
Yeah.
let's keep sharing value and see you guys in the next podcast because I'm sure that there will always be next and next and next. Have a nice
Yeah.
day.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Thank you to our listeners for tuning in to this episode. Be sure to subscribe, leave a review, and share this episode with your friends and families. Until next time, keep exploring and staying curious. Bye.
Bye.